Hey folks, did you know you can now legally carry your firearm into the United States post offices? Well, that's exactly right. Let's get into it. So as of August 12th this year, 2026, the Department of Justice's Office of Legal Counsel has determined that law-abiding Americans may legally carry firearms for self-defense inside post offices that are open to the public. This is not a Supreme Court ruling. It's a binding DOJ legal interpretation that federal prosecutors must follow. So what the new DOJ opinion actually says, in Title 18 U.S. Code Section 930 subsection A, normally bans firearms in federal facilities, including post offices. So now, in subsection D3, contains an exemption for carrying firearms incident to hunting and other lawful purposes. So the DOJ now interprets self-defense as pragmatic lawful purpose, meaning the exemption applies to ordinary concealed or open carry by lawful gun owners. Therefore, federal prosecutors may not charge someone who lawfully carries firearms for personal protection into public-facing retail post offices. So those of us that carry firearms are no longer breaking the law when we go into the post office. The Postal Service's own regulation banning guns on postal property, Title 39 Code of Federal Regulations, subsection 232.1, subsection I, cannot override the statute, so USPS cannot enforce its blanket ban against lawful carriers. So why the DOJ changed its interpretation? The OLC relied heavily on recent Supreme Court Second Amendment cases, especially Bruin, and concluded there is no historical tradition of banning firearms in post offices. Post offices open to the public function more like retail establishments, not sensitive places like courthouses. A blanket ban would raise serious constitutional concerns. So what that means nationwide, what's allowed? Carrying a firearm for self-defense into public retail post offices lobbies, carrying consistent with state law. So whatever your state law is, as long as you're carrying in accordance with that, you're legal. What's still prohibited? Carrying if you're legally barred from possessing a firearm, like felons and that sort of thing. So if you're not allowed to carry, then of course, naturally, you're not allowed to carry into the post office. And of course, carrying illegal weapons, whatever's prohibited by the government, the NFA items, that sort of thing. And also carrying into non-public federal post office facilities like a sorting center and other restricted areas. But all the lobby area where you've got your PO boxes and where you go to pay for your stamps and all that, you can carry there, fine, you're within legal right to do so. So the important nuance is, this is a DOJ legal opinion, not a Supreme Court decision, but the OLC opinions are binding on all federal agencies and prosecutors, meaning that U.S. attorneys cannot prosecute that subsection 930A violations for lawful carry into the public post offices. USPS cannot enforce its gun ban regulations against lawful carriers. In practice, this functions like a nationwide policy change. Bottom line is, law-abiding Americans may carry firearms for self-defense inside public post offices across the nation, and neither federal prosecutors nor USPS may penalize them under federal facility weapons ban. In fact, they should actually remove their firearms ban, no carry firearms within their facility. So again, those of us that have been carrying in our firearms into the post office, you're no longer breaking the law. And those of you that want to start carrying your firearm into the post office, then you don't have to leave it in the car, risking it getting broken into and all that. So it's a win-win all across. So hopefully there will be more things coming out for our freedom to carry, and hopefully they'll get this whole nationwide constitutional carry thing sorted out and get that passed before they get some liberal whack in that starts trying to take them away again. And notice I'm wearing my right to carry shirt. You can pick this up at primitiveguy.com. I'll put the link below. There's a whole bunch of First and Second Amendment related apparel there. So pick yours up today and support your right to carry. And I'll catch you on the next one.